Coach, you really had to rely on the defense in the second half. You did not shoot the ball well again here at home. It was a slow start. They got some good looks in the first half, but in the second half, the defense won you the ball game.
Tale of two halves. Great second half effort. Defensively, taking away the three-pointers. We talked about that at the before the game about it, take away threes, and it looked like we forgot to tell our team to take away threes in the first half, and they made every shot they shot, and in the second half we got after them and did a good job taking away threes. We had a stretch where we went to zone in the first half, and that's when we really slowed them up, and then we made a run to get it close, and then second half, great job defensively taking away the outside shot, which is what they do, live and die by.
We talked about before the game, he had to find a way to stop Turner. He got going a little bit early, but in the second half, he went the first 18 or 19 minutes in the second half without a point. And Carter's defense, again, we see it game in, game out against very good point guards. Keith is just doing a great job defensively, just not giving space, not letting the other point guard get comfortable.
No, Keith did a phenomenal job. Like he's done, and Victor had a stretch on him. He did a really good job on him too. He missed 8 shots and he had 6 turnovers. So that's 14 possessions at their point guard tried to make a play that didn't happen and went our way. Now he did make a couple shots, but they were tough. And actually, one in the first half was not tough. It was wide open. We lost him in transition, and Keith was helping his teammate out who hadn't got back yet, and that's the one he hit there. So, but no, a good job, and they're a very good team. They're very good at finding their teammates, very good at getting threes. But I thought we shot a lot better, 29% compared to the last 2 games. That's a great improvement.
When the game got tight, remember you had the lead up to 7, and then you gave the lead up, and they had tied it on back-to-back possessions. Looked like you ran sets to get Alec Peters the ball down low. One time he got fouled, and the other time he got a basket. Mm-hmm. And that seems like the go-to play at a key moment in the game. Seems like that's what it's going to be. And they were switching a lot, and he had some mismatches, but you couldn't really get him the ball down low in the first half. In the key moment in the game with about 5 minutes to go in a tie game, you were able to get him the ball there.
Alec came up huge on many possessions, but it's in college basketball, it's almost easier to post up a big guy than a little guy, because little guys can get away with just about anything. So they can front you, they can hold you, and then the help side's so good. There's no defensive 3 seconds like in the NBA, so you can't just lob it over the top. So it's very hard to post up little guys, and they did a great job fighting him and keeping the touches on the little guys, but then we got him with the big guy, and we got a couple fouls on the big and scored a couple times. And we need to get, we got one with Vashil in the first half, but we got to get our other guys scoring down on the block too.
All right, I'm going to bring something up that we touched on late in the ball game, and I'm sure this is something which you guys will discuss as a coaching staff throughout probably the next week and maybe throughout the course of the season, is in late ball games when you know a team is going to foul, finding ways to get better free throw shooters at the free throw line. You got some guys struggling who are on the court a lot. Obviously, there's guys like Scar and Nickerson around the bench who can shoot free throws. I know it's a catch-22, and it's hard to bring cold players in, but you've got Alec Peters inbounding the ball for obvious reasons, very safe throwing the ball in. A lot of guys he's going to throw the ball into are struggling at the free throw line right now. There's got to be ways around situation of putting guys at the free throw line who are struggling.
Oh, without a doubt. And so that's a 2-part question. One, our guys got to keep focusing, and they got to get better, the ones that are struggling. And then we got to find ways to get our good free throw shooters the ball. Even if you're out there, we need to get rid of the ball quicker. If Alec's around, give him the ball. Let them foul him all game, and then he'll end up with 30 points because he won't miss his free throws usually. So, and Scar has been in the end of the games a lot, and then Victor, as he's continued to get healthy, then we can put him in a more regular substitution pattern, and we got much closer tonight than we've been able to do, and we got another week of finals that hopefully his body can continue to improve, that we can sub him regularly. But very good points on that. And our guys that missed them, Jabril, he's shot free throws terrible so far this year. It's not a mystery, but he is a better free throw shooter than he showed. So he's just got to focus.
I'm sure the same thing with Darian Walker too.
Without doubt. In practice, both of them are better. And Darian, he has a career of being a much better free throw shooter. So he's going to start making free throws. I'm really puzzled by him, and Jabril will get better. But we need our better free throw shooters to have the ball.
It's good to see Keith hit 2 clutch free throws tonight, which was good because, again, he has struggled as well. I mean, it's hard when you got a lot of guys on the court who just are not shooting free throws. And you look as a team here, 65%. I know that's unacceptable. And I know that's something that it's not like you guys aren't working on it, but there's going to be, when you get to the Horizon League, there's going to be a ton of close games where free throws are going to decide games.
And that's as a coaching staff and as a team, we have to find ways to capitalize on when teams are behind and they're fouling us, and we'll get better at that. So, but right now we need to get these guys making their free throws that are shooting them, no matter who they are. And trust me, everyone that that doesn't think they practice free throws, they're shooting enough to maybe we should stop practicing free throws. Maybe that's the key. I don't know. But right now they're shooting a ton of practice free throws when not in the gym, on their own. They're in the gym all the time shooting free throws.
All right, you look ahead and IPFW, and they've been a thorn in Valpo's side, especially in games in Fort Wayne. Now, the game won't be in the Coliseum. Maybe that's a good thing. But if there is one non-conference opponent that's been a thorn in Valpo's side over the past decade, it's been IPFW. And that's a program that's been playing better over the last couple years than they had been, maybe 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Yeah, no, they've snuck up and got us. I believe they've only beat us 3 times, and we beat them the first 10, 15 times we played them. So I don't know how big a thorn they are. So, but they have beat us a few times lately. But I wouldn't go that far. And we're excited to play the game, and I know they're really excited to play. I think this is the biggest game of the year for them, just about. So our guys have got to get in the classroom for a week and get their finals taken care of, and then be ready to go play.
Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Todd.